Hi everyone, I'm Max from the Max team and I am with you cannot see him, but he's here. It's is Kanapesh from Exalty. How are you?
Hey, glad to be here again. I'm fine. What about you?
Fine, fine. We would have been glad to see you, but I don't know why Discord cannot display your camera. So no camera, but we have the picture of you, and it's a brand new one with your Exalty sweat, I guess, or jersey. Don't
Jersey.
know.
Yeah,
Jersey.
Jersey.
Okay, so tonight we're very excited because it's the beginning of this Max League 5 first round, and we have Kroms, the French guy from Exalty, as you, versus Reqvam, who won the Max League 4, the Croatian player. Then we'll have PocketTrain, recently top 2 runner-up, I guess we say, runner-up of the Max Land 3 in Paris 2 weeks ago, yes, something like that, versus
Yep.
Alutemu, the Japanese Grandmaster. So very, very good match to see tonight. What do you think about those two matches, Kanapesh?
I think these are going to be great matches because you may be very familiar with players like Reqvam or Alutemu, but I mean, I know Crumps personally. I know he's an awesome player, totally underrated right now. And PocketTrain has proven himself as well. As you said, runner-up of the Max Land 3, which was pretty stacked. So
Yes.
great matches to see.
Yeah, and we are going to see the group which they are playing from. It's for the first match is the Group D, involving Seiko, the German Grandmaster, Language Hacker, Canadian Grandmaster, Kailes Luna, former Canadian Grandmaster, Reqvam, who won the Max League 4, the previous one. Kroms is here because he won in the Max League 5 qualifiers, and it was in those qualifiers because of his high win rates in Open Cups.
Yeah.
As well as Chabot Denis, German one, ZLS JS, an American one, and Silvos, an Ukrainian player. So no game have been played in this group yet, but I have some results to give to you. In the group B, we have Otani3, a Japanese player who beat Gabi 3-0, and we have Furienter in group A who beat Trazen, another Japanese grandmaster, 3-2. So it started, and as you see, the every group is very stacked, and only the two first players, the two players at the top two, will join the playoffs after the 7 first rounds. That's it. So we're going to see the lineups. Maybe a word about the group. We play in the group format. Maybe Kanapesh, something to say about that?
Something about the group format or about the group itself?
Uh, both both of them, if you want to.
Um, I kind of like the fact that it's sort of similar to Grandmasters, where you see the same players compete against each other. But at the same time, it's also refreshing because we have faces we never see too often. Some of them have been selected based on their Open Cup win rates, but
Yeah.
not necessarily. I mean, they haven't necessarily made it to the Masters Tour top cuts, for example, necessary to become a GM. So players we may need to see more of, and we have the opportunity to see more of, thanks to the Max team.
Thank you.
Lovely.
Yeah, we would like um, to put in the same event the players recognized by the community because they're involving in the Grandmasters Master Tour, and the players who have the best win rates. So we have the best players, I guess, in the world. So and it's the first time that the Max League 5, the Max League is global. It's a global edition, not only a European one, and it's very nice to see those players in our event.
Yeah,
So
and something
yeah,
something that I like a lot about this format as well is, as you said, you have some grandmasters in here, which means that we have underdogs versus superstars, and we get to see if the underdogs can make it, which
yeah.
always makes for the perfect script.
Yeah, that's it. I have a player. Okay, so first match restart tune. That's it. That's it. It's Alutemu was wanting to know some information, and Chrome says that it cannot add Reqvam because you know that Blizzard is a very good a good IT firm, and no bugs at all in the friend list. Okay, so I'm back to you, Kanapesh, and we are seeing now the lineup from Reqvam, the Crucian player, bringing a Hunter, Demon Hunter, Rogue, and Warlock. And I can tell you that we won't see the Rogue from Reqvam because it has been banned by Chroms. Because there is an H before the key, but we say Chroms.
Actually, you could say HKroms.
Okay, okay,
Yeah.
that's it. So, what is the this hunter? Okay, hunter with a moonfang. Okay, is there anything else to notice?
You
One,
could you could say one or two things about the lineup in general.
yeah, tell me.
Both players started from the same basis, which is Demon Hunter and Rogue are the nuts, and then Warlock makes for one of the best decks you could play with them. So both players have these three decks in common. One or two card differences between the deck lists. You see, Reqvam has a Guild Trader, which makes it a lot better against Warrior, which is one of the counters you could have for the Rogue in this format. And I see as well that his hunter has, as you said, Moonfang instead of a tracking, which means that he's trying to be maybe less polarized in the good matchups, but have this, how can I say that, standalone threat that could steal games against pretty much anything. And that would be it for Ragvam, I think.
And there is only one true aim crescent as well.
Yeah, this is
And
this is
yeah,
quite standard actually.
okay, yeah. So the list I'm playing right now has two two copies. Okay, then we have this Demon Hunter. It's a Nautica one, I guess, with Elginath. I'm checking. Yeah, there is no Jace inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, he's got
Okay,
a Viper instead of Philosophy. Some people like to have Philosophy, some others like Viper. We've seen some Mac Third on lately, but Viper is just an all-around good tool for
mm,
counters like Rogue, for example.
okay,
Weapon Rogue.
okay. Then the rogue that we won't see
Yep.
because that's been banned. I'm just checking. Okay, with one guild trader. Okay, okay. And Warlock, it's the quest Warlock with the gnolls. Okay,
Hmm.
it's the only one version that survived the last nerfs, I guess.
Yeah. Poor little wand. It was too good at 3 mana. Now it sucks.
And the giants, yeah, the giant that has been nerfed twice, and now it's 10 8 8 for 10,
And it's
but
still
still
good.
there. Yeah, still there. Okay, I guess we can check the Chrome's lineup right now. We won't see is Demon Hunter, I guess. Yeah, that's it.
Yep.
But as you said, we'll have the same classes: Rogue, Demon Hunter, Warlock, and Hunter. Uh, okay, it's a different version of Hunter. Is it? Yeah, it's a Quest one. Okay, Quest one, and he's playing the Tarantulas. Okay.
Yeah, he has one of that because it makes the matchup against decks like Warlock a lot better, where you
Mm,
play your Tarantula, you play the Swarm, and then you have two poisonous minions to trade giants, which makes it really, really useful.
yeah.
And something that I can tell you because I happen to be a teammate of HKroms is that
Yeah.
he has very limited time right now because he has basically around 20 hours of homework every week. But he had a good feeling with this deck in specific against Demon Hunter, so he said he would try and
Émoticône
have
souriant.
this as a good option to run into his opponent's Demon Hunter, which is why it's not banned.
Okay. Okay, glad to hear that. What do you think about this version of Hunter playing the quest? Do you think it's valuable?
I haven't played it a lot, but for the experience I have with the deck, I think it's one of the funniest ones you can have right now. Great deck to play on ladder. It's very consistent because of the selective breeders, which always give you a 3-drop on 3.
Yeah.
And I think, any deck that can kill pretty much anyone by turn 8 or turn 9 right now has good chances to win. And I think it has good matchups all around. Like, it's not polarized negatively against too many decks. Not too awesome against everything else, but it just wins games, right? I think
Okay.
it's a solid pick.
Okay, got it. So the rogue, it's the rogue that we see right now on ladder. The rogue that cannot lose if you manage it very efficiently, I guess.
Yeah.
With those Octobots, and it chose to have Kazakas. Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
it's better in the mirror match, and also helps a lot against decks like Hunter, which you can see Reqvam has as his counter to Rogue.
okay. Kroms just told me that he managed to add a Reqvam finally, so it's okay. Then no Demon Hunter and the Warlock. Is it the same one? I guess it's maybe the same.
The
Let
exact
me
same, yeah.
check. Okay, okay. So I guess we are going to give the go to the players waiting for us. So just to give you the information, what is it? Okay, the format is LHS, so don't forget about it. Like Reqvam has a skeleton just just on this right. Okay, why not? A real one sit on the chair next
A
to him.
rail skeleton? Are you
Yeah,
sure it's real?
yeah.
Whose is
I
it?
guess maybe it's another player from
Oh yeah.
Croatia. Okay, so Crumbs is here. Yeah, ok. C'est bon. Vous pouvez lancer. Bonne chance. And Reqvam, because Crum is French guy. Reqvam, I won't tell him in Croatian because my Croatian is not as well as French. It's okay. You can start. Good luck. We'll have Crumbs at the bottom of your screen and Reqvam at the top of your screen. And do you know why? Because we cannot have both of them at the bottom.
Smart.
Yeah, that's it. We are like this in the on the Max TV. Oh, what is it?
Nothing to do with the fact that HKroms has a nickname with an H, which is before R on the friend list.
Sorry, I was doing something.
I was
Didn't
I
understand.
was saying it has nothing to do with the fact that Crumbs is before Reqvam on the friend list.
No, no.
Okay.
It's because the Crumbs is French guy, so it's at the bottom. That's it.
Okay. Yeah, I like that.
Okay. Okay. Just connecting because I don't know if you add the information, but Twitch had little issues last week, and all the keys have been banned, so I have to do some new things to connect. And Crumbs is preparing to battle a friend, so I'm gonna see if we can spectate the game because we're not far from it. And we have Elben Lady. So thank you, Elben Lady, for your subscription, you know. Subscription, yeah. Okay, it's a warlock versus warlock, and one of them has the Ktun, is it Ktun or Enzot portrait, and I like this one because it's the one I as well. So Reqvam here, and we have both ends, guys. Very nice. Okay.
Yep. So to kick things off, we're going to have a mirror match with Warlock, which I think was one of the least valuable decks for both players in the confrontation. Maybe Reqvam could have used his to beat Krums's Hunter, which I think is a bit weaker to Warlock than Face Hunter. But for now, mirror match, always the quest on one. Do you
Yeah.
think the coin helps a lot in the matchup?
Maybe to, yeah, it could help to put a giant on board one turn. Okay, one turn before.
Yeah, helps
One
playing
turn
backfire as
earlier,
well. Yeah.
but not sure about that. I guess you
Yeah.
prefer to have the coin also because it's one more card in your hand for the legendary. I forgot the name. It's turn 6 Anatheron. Could help with that as well.
Yeah, it could help a lot. You see, by the way, that Reqvam has an Etheron in hand, but only 3 mana to play, so he's not going to be able to play Backfire and an Etheron this turn. But you could see here, he's already able to play a Gnoll from his hand, and maybe consider Backfire and Etheron on turn 4? Might as well want a life tap, because sometimes the mirror match ends up being a lot about who can play Tamsin first and complete their quest faster. For now, it seems he wants to go with the tempo line, which is not bad, right? Turn 3
No.
is early for a Warlock. And you see Krum's hand is not that proactive yet.
Okay, and we'll play this Altar of Fire. Okay, you really want on Chrome side to get to the fatigue very fast. I guess he will wait to play for this Soul Rain or another minion on the board. But do you play here this Altar of Fire because you already have Flesh Giants, both Flesh Giants in hand? Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to play the Altar of Fire, try and get his deck size lower. We see both Tamsins have been burnt from both players' respective decks.
Yeah.
And looking at his hand, I think that Kroms really wants to play Giants as fast as possible, so I think it makes sense that he made a turn that uses Life Tap. I guess he could have played the Raise Dead this turn, but instead he's going to try and value the quest. And deal the exact 3 damage that it can do, and also raise that 2 minions for value. Reqvam on the other side has played the other Gnoll, chose not to... I mean, not that he chose, right? He could not play Backfire and Atheron because of Cult Neophyte. And now you see Krumps clearing the board, and he's got Giants ready to go next turn. Okay, Raise Dead. We get double Gnoll back, which means we can set up 10 damage just for 3 mana. And if you have Wind Fury, it could do 20 on the following turn, which means he's out of range for now. Oh wait, no, an Atheron is obviously better.
Okay.
So now Krumps has to make a decision. Does he want to develop on top of Reqvam's pressure right now? Or is he going to clear? Or can he do both? Because you can see he's got Soul Rend, Coil, and Cheap Giants with a Raise Dead.
Yeah. I like Sovereign here with a Mortal to get rid of the Anatherum as well.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. Soul Rend. Do you play the guide before?
I'm not sure if you play the Mortal Call before or after the Sovereign.
I think you always do it after because you want to reduce your deck size a lot of the time. Uh, Fatigue never really happens since it's more or less just damage for
Yeah,
your opponent.
and then
And
you're drawing this one.
yeah,
Yeah, okay, okay, and he's playing the two kid wide
the
wide.
guide, yeah,
Wide.
guide. Okay, so we have 1 mana giants that we could not play this turn if we wanted to clear everything. But
Yeah,
next turn, if he wants to, he can play. Wow, he's got a 1 mana 6/6. He's got a 3/3 minion that deals 6 damage, and then he's got 3 giants, Neophyte, and the Wind Fury if anything sticks. So it feels as though if Reqvam is not able to mount enough pressure, Crumbs is going to win.
but
What's
there is pressure. Yeah,
Yep,
with this gnoll number 3, I guess, and then number 4 maybe.
it is number 4. There's number
Mm,
5 in hand, I believe.
okay, but you didn't play it. Okay,
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
this one is
Simple, easy
really
clear.
good. Yeah, and
Oh
then
my.
giants, and you don't play what is it? Twist neither.
Yeah, no, there's no
Twisting
twisting
nether.
nether.
Twisting nether. That's it. You
You
don't play.
fool! 8
Yeah.
mana! Too expensive! People are dead by turn 8 now.
Yeah, but
Okay, what's in Reqvam?
you have to deal with this 288.
Yeah, you
Won't
actually
be
have
that
to, but
easy.
I mean, look, Reqvam is 7 mana, and his Twisting Nether would have costed 9. That's just how absurd this deck is able to go. And, oh my gosh, we're 2 off.
Yeah.
And one, actually, we're 1 mana off, because with Backfire, he would have dealt the extra damage from the quest.
Hmm.
Oh man,
Yeah.
this is...
So you draw first.
I guess so? Oh, so close yet so far. Is he just going to deal the damage?
Yeah. Why not?
I mean, if there is a piggy, if there is a turn, then it makes things a little bit more difficult, but I guess I could see how this works. Like, he drops stuff on the board while it makes sense to play it, then he wants to play Backfire. Backfire also has Soul Rend if things go wrong. And I mean, 4 health is not much, right? And he
Yeah.
had to have the piggy to make it work, so okay, that makes sense.
Okay. Now it's 10. And its end is very interesting with those both scavengers and the giant, but you cannot have something very really relevant in the Crumb's end right now.
Backfire could give... No, I don't think he's got clears left, actually. Like, this must be the only spell remaining, because I think he played both of the touches, or he burned them, but my tracker says he's got none left.
Hmm.
And now, what do we do, Chroms?
You have to, yeah,
Yeah,
you have to draw first. Yeah. Oh, okay, it's not that bad. Oh, maybe it's Gnoll into Raise Dead to get another one.
Nolan raised that. I think he has
Oh,
a Quillbore as well. Not sure what the line of play is here, because there's still 24 damage if Reqvam plays the 5/5 next turn,
mm,
provided that he clears the giant. Yeah, it's looking grim. Not gonna lie, I think this game might have gone out of HKroms' hand last turn, where he decided to play the 5/5 instead of drawing cards. Now he's looking for an answer, but there just is none, right?
yeah. Maybe he can. Hmm. Is he playing another Mortal Call?
No, there's only one of that, and
Okay.
there's also one copy of the unstable Shadow Blast. Now he has to bank on the fact that Reqvam may not have access to the 5/5 just yet, but as you can see, it's already in the hand, so 24 damage on the board, 17 health. I think this is gonna be game.
And I think Reqvam will manage to see it in a few
Wait,
seconds. It's thinking on the camera, thinking.
wait.
Really
How
thinking, palm
how
head,
could
and
wait, really? I don't see him, but is he really thinking about it?
yeah. It's checking. Okay, it's checking. I'm I don't let my eyes get out of it. Oh, and it's counting on his fingers.
Wait, no.
Oh, I didn't see it.
No way. You've got to be kidding me. Wait, is it me? Like, am I drunk? 4 times 6
Uh,
is 24, right?
I didn't see it. Okay, so I guess we'll have something to discuss in the interview after the games.
You may not want to discuss that. But I mean, like, Crumbs has nothing left anyway, right?
Yeah,
Holy
yeah,
cow. He really missed it. Okay, I mean, that doesn't change anything, but
no.
I'm actually quite surprised, not gonna lie. Especially coming from Reqvam, who is usually so pixel on everything. You know, sometimes it happens. It's the pressure, first time in the Max League 5, playing against the
Yeah.
mighty powerful HKroms. You can't be, you can't feel safe. You have to feel a little bit nervous.
And I guess it just don't realize now. Oh, say if it is, it just realized it's laughing. Okay, it just realized 5 minutes after it, and it's laughing right now.
It's never too late.
Okay, so it's 1-0 for the Russian player, and is texting me. Okay, and now we won't see this warlock anymore from Chromes, because now it's eliminated.
Yep, I suppose Crumbs is gonna be on the rogue here. Yep.
That's
Okay,
it. Oh, field
Crumbs.
contact in your end. Yeah, tell me.
Oh, he keeps Kazakis. I was about to say Crumbs is one of the best players of Rogue I've seen so far. He played it a lot back when we had Gendis in our deck lists, and I think he hasn't had too much time to play Garrote, but he still has the good reflexes, he's got the automatisms, and also I know
Mm-hmm.
he's played a lot of it still, even though he has a lot of work right now. Plays Neophyte on 2, denies the backfire for Reqvam. You see Reqvam has the ability to at least life tap, play a piggy, or play the altar. Instead, he's going to choose to clear the minion while he can. And Grumps' hand, holy crap. He's got Contact, Octobot, Kazakas, some draw, some battle cries. Whew, this is gonna be a game. Unless...
Oh, and this Altar of Fire is very interesting. I get those kind of decks.
it did
And
not catch the Groat.
okay, and I'm surprised as well that Chromes kept this is Kazakis in the starting end. Okay, what is it? Rush, Battlecry, give you other minions.
Kazakis with Contact I think makes sense, because you can have a 1-drop.
No.
Say that you feel your hand is good enough, or your opponent isn't likely to develop pressure on the board, and the 5-drop is also really cool, because as you can see, Reqvam is playing a minion, and Krumps is going to have the ability to clear it sometimes with Poisonous, sometimes with Rush, sometimes he gets to freeze 2 things and then just develop a board of his own. For now, it seems he's just going to try and set up a board, so Reqvam has to deal with 2 threats at the same time. Threat number 1, obvious Garrote OTK. Threat number 2, just being outvalued on the board, and then boom, Golem comes and wins the game by itself.
And Reqvam managed to get this Anatheron on board at turn 5. Oh, and the chat is wondering, do you have list? Yes, you just have to put the command, to type the command lineups, and then both lineups appear. Okay, then do you want to? Maybe you don't want to clear. Or do you want to? Oh, you. Do you play a surrender on this? Or maybe.
He's got 11 cards in his deck. He's played double Backfire and an Altar, so he's one card away from being able to play 6/6s for 1 mana and also heal a bunch with piggies. His giants are cheap. I feel like clearing right now makes sense, but trying to develop something might also just be the play because look at what he can do. 6/6, 8/8. He's got a Gnoll as well. The quest. How's the quest? Okay, no, he's not going to be able to do another tick of the quest.
Okay, right. Interesting choice. And then the scavenger.
Yeah.
Big board, yeah. Big board to do with. And altar of fire. Okay, will it get the Garrote? No.
Still no Garrotes. Holy shit! It was just there.
Ooh.
It was just there.
We love Hearthstone because of this.
Yep. Gotta catch your breath sometimes, and he has 9 cards in his deck, 6 mana available, so you're not likely to see an OTK just yet. Or,
no,
I mean, not an OTK since Reqvam is 25 anyway, but he's going to set it up, right?
Yeah, you have to find your second octopus.
Yep. Yeah, it could be useful. You see he has a Freog Merchant, still has the coin, also has a Shadow Step, so I think mana-wise, he might not even need it. But it just makes it a lot easier, because you can play more cards from your hand, say that there is a Neophyte, for example, coming on the board as well. Always a handy thing to have on your side. Alright, Shadow Step will be played. Do you play Secret Passage? I think you do. Yep.
Okay. Then you just have 9 cards left in your hand. Okay. Oh, you can use your Brain Freeze here.
Yep, totally. It helps a lot because, one, it thins the deck, so you have less cards to draw with contact to kill your opponent, and also it removes something from your hands, so you can draw more cards, actually.
Okay, Prize Plunderer was very nice instead. So, yeah, what do we have? You don't want to play this Bloodshot Bristleback. Yeah.
Bristleback.
And the Battle Master is not interesting.
Since Reqvam should know that HKroms is about to have lethal, I think he knows he has to play a Neophyte to try and delay the combo for 1 turn. Yeah.
I like this one.
Giant's gonna be dropped as well. Bear in mind that Kroms does have access to Brain Freeze, but no more contacts. Okay, no, Shadow Step is there, so we may make that work.
So we have 4 cards left, including a freeze ball. I don't know the thing. And yeah, that's it. The octopus, and I don't remember the other one.
He's got Ug Merchant, Brain Freeze, Octobot, and a Preparation.
Oh yeah.
Wait.
It used to be 3 mana.
Yeah.
Okay, and Rush. The Rush is really interesting here.
Can he die this turn?
Does he really want to play this Ug Merchant here? Why? Why would it be?
No, I think he's counting, because if he doesn't draw Octobot next turn, then he's gonna have a problem because his minions don't have enough health. So if he Shadow Steps a Ug Merchant, for example, that could give him 1 more free draw, for example, to get the Octobot. Instead, he's why did he play the?
Oh, maybe to get the Penflingers back.
Yeah, of course. That makes sense, actually. Okay, let's see. We're gonna have 3 cards in our deck when we draw for the turn. Then we have 1, 2, 2 Battle Cries, and a Shadow Step. So, technically, there's no way we don't have lethal next turn. Like, I think even double Neophyte doesn't help it.
Hmm. Okay, another one. And only 4 cards left in Reqvam's deck.
You get accustomed to the smell.
Okay, as I said, another new fight. Useful here. Okay, get back to 29 to 30.
And now Crumbs, I think, is guaranteed because he is always going to have Octobot in time now. Has to play the Penflinger. Octobot was the last card in the deck.
Yes.
Good news is... Oh, wait.
Okay. Is it brain freeze?
No, actually, I think he wants to play... Yeah, he wants to play Garrote with the reduced mana. And that
Oh, okay.
makes
Yeah.
it work. Yep.
Yes, yes.
Uh,
Will it be enough?
it should, because he is going to be playing Shadow Step
Shall
on the
step, then
Octobot.
yeah, you can play the ethereal
Yep.
here and play the last mana on the last garrote. Very well executed from HKroms here.
He knows his way.
Yeah,
I'm almost out of cards.
very powerful turn here.
I'm out of cards.
It's
Wait.
hard of card. Is it a lethal or not?
I think it is. Yeah. He's going to do 8 times 4, which is 20. Yeah.
8 times 4?
Which is
I guess it's 32.
8 times 4. No, actually, I meant 4 times 4. So it's
Okay, so
16.
it's 16.
I'm almost
So
out of
yeah, that
cards.
was
Not that far from 20, but
I'm out of
you know,
cards.
there's a long story between mathematics and
yeah, yeah.
Kanapesh. We're not going to talk
you
about
won
it.
me
but
before, yeah. So I'm
all
not
I
the-
know is
I'm not
he had
disappointed,
no damage.
Yeah, if it's enough, you don't have to count.
Yeah,
Okay,
absolutely.
so it's 1-1 and no Warlock left for this first match. Okay.
Yep, and now we're entering the danger zone because Reqvam is gonna probably queue Demon Hunter against Crumbs' rogue deck because it's the counter, right? And then Crumbs is gonna have to show us if this Hunter that he brought is actually that good against Reqvam's Demon Hunter. I've played the matchup with him. It was close enough to, say, start questioning your ability to win the matchup on the Demon Hunter side, at least as a counter. But that sounded close to me. Anyway,
And if you
Rogue.
and if you just join, just an information for you, the hunter from Crumbs is a quest 1, and the hunter from Reqvam is a regular one with Moonfang.
Yep. Face Hunter, which goes face.
Yeah, and hunter as well.
Yeah, sure.
Both of them.
Yeah, absolutely. Grumps has got yet another really good hand. You see he's got Contact, he had the Shroud in his hand as well.
Oh,
I'm-
and interesting.
Yeah, go ahead.
Kazakus here for next round.
Yeah, it might be useful actually. But you
play
can
it,
see here.
Another
Yeah?
happy
Sorry, go, just go.
I was about to say you can see that Reqvam has access to Glide on 4 next turn. Wait, no, he played the coin. Okay, because I was about to say, if Crumbs plays Kazakus, adds a 5-drop, and then Reqvam goes I-Beam on the Kazakus, and then coin Glide, then this Kazakus is just a 3-3, right?
Yeah,
But in that scenario, it just works. He doesn't have the mana anymore.
it played the Kazakus so so fast that the brain freeze, the natural draw of this his turn arrived after playing the Kazakus. Yeah.
Pleasure doing this.
Okay, and Reqvam is playing very fast as well. The pizza delivery syndrome, as you know, on the Max TV.
La famosa. Okay, we're tempoing a 5-5 with a bubble.
Oh, thinking of yeah.
This hand is cheap, but it's...
Yeah.
I don't know, it's like draw,
I
removal
guess it
that
feels
doesn't
so.
clear. Okay, Caps Leech is gonna help a lot.
Yeah.
At least clears the Kazakas. He could have played a Hero Power and then cleared the Golem instead. Seems he liked to keep the mana. At least. Okay, no, he's gonna clear both minions. Alright.
Okay, it's 5 as well.
Yeah.
Back to square one.
From the beginning. So you have two schools in here. Either you play around your opponent's glide and you choose to play everything that is not Swindle, Shroud, and Contact from your hand, because at some point you're gonna have so many of them in your hand after the glides that you can play everything before they play Kurtrus, and then you just outspeed your opponent. Or you can do it like Crumbs and say, well, it's not that likely that you have Glide right now, so I'll just go ahead, assume you don't have it, and play everything I can while I can.
Yeah.
That helps him reduce the size of his deck as well, and I think he still has an Octobot and a Contact left with all of the draw you see in the hand right now. That sounds like a good line. Oh, and the Glide on the left again. That one's gonna
Ooh.
hurt.
Okay.
And that is the time you have to draw.
Sure.
You know they're gonna play Kurtrus.
Trumps didn't react to with this glide. Maybe he will with the next one. Okay,
It's actually
fair.
possible. Because if they play Kurtrus and he is able to draw like he is about to draw, then he's actually not far, right? Usually it takes maybe 2 turns before you can kill your opponent after Kurtrus. Now, Crumbs does not have the window of opportunity required to set up lethal himself anymore because of the glide and the way
Pleasure doing
it
this.
went back to the hand straight on the left. So maybe he has to try and kill now? With Octobot set up and good reductions? Not sure. He's gonna play everything at least. Maybe he's gonna play Garrote and say, shuffle the Bloods in his deck with a minion that has spell damage, and threaten his opponent to die if they play Glide, because then he would draw all of the Bloods. That's also something he can do.
No.
Okay, instead he's going to give Neophyte a bubble, doesn't play Garrote. Okay,
Yeah,
he keeps the Garrotes.
okay, he really wants to play it when his deck is empty. I like this new fighter.
Yep. But Swindle gives him
Okay,
Shadow
so-
Step more often, which I assume is the reason he wants to play it. Also, again, if Reqvam doesn't have Glide on the left, Swindle just makes much more sense because
Yeah.
it sets up lethal more often. He's got Intellect to draw the Bloods, even though he doesn't have Contact anymore.
And yeah, you have to deal with the board and with the end of your opponent. So if you glide, you only have 3 mana left. It's not much. And do you
Another happy
something?
human.
Yeah, you want to trade to find something near. Oh, you don't want this one. Okay. And there is no way you can draw but the glide right now.
He could play the Tusk Piercer and the Morgue, and then play Glide, because he sometimes finds Aura, for example. Also has Fell Scream to get rid of a lot of the board. I guess that's not his plan. Oh, wait, no, because everything is reduced by 2 mana, and then he got 1 more mana to spend from the Neophyte, so Aura was free? Was it? Wait, it was free and he didn't play it? Oh, maybe the APM?
Maybe. It's not mad on the cam. And Chrome still quiet. What is it? Ignite. Okay, interesting.
Yeah, I think he's looking for a draw off of that thief. Okay, refreshing spring water sometimes refreshes 1 or 2 mana because there's
Yeah.
exactly 2 spells left in the deck. The Garrotes, I think, also count as spells, which means that it's more often going to refresh something. Or does it? No, Shadow Step was
No.
counted as the spell here. Oh my god, he drew both spells off of the
Yes.
refreshing spring water. How
Okay.
classy is that? Cow, look at him go! That's my crumbs! That's my teammate! He's drawing it all!
And Ignite in the deck. No, it's not it cannot go to fatigue anymore. And Shadow Step.
It
Okay.
can go to fatigue only if Reqvam kills the Octobot, because he's got 8 damage right now. Oh wait, no, you meant because of the Ignite.
Yeah.
Um,
And how many cards? 8. 8, but with 6. 6 Garrot, I guess.
Pleasure doing business.
6
4.
4? Only 4?
Yeah, there's 4. There's 4 of them because he drew 2 from the refreshing spring water.
I got it
But
all.
he didn't play the second one?
Me only, I got it all.
He did. So that's
Oh, okay,
6
and
minus.
that yeah. That's I thought it was a 4 and not
Yep.
3.
No.
Okay,
No.
so I
That's
guess
me.
we missed the lethal here. Okay, we won't see the rogue anymore.
Yeah, for now, I would say that things are going the way they should, as in Demon Hunter is beating Rogue, and well, we had a Warlock mirror match, which was decided by, I don't know, mirror match kind of stuff. You don't really have an edge in the mirror anyway, so I think it really is the mirror match that gave us the pick order, the Q order here. Advantage is Reqvam, obviously, because he gets to decide the rhythm of the pace of the game. And now Crumbs, with his Hunter, has to win against not only the Demon Hunter, but also the Face Hunter, which
Yeah,
sound to me like tough matchups, but
yeah.
have proven to be winnable.
When you play a face hunter, you're very likely to see the quest hunters and beat them. But there is a good start with this quest into what is it? A selective breeder into Scorpid.
Yeah, as we said, the Breeder usually gives you a 3-drop to play on 3.
Yeah.
Makes the deck so much more consistent. Okay, Reqvam on the other side has a Spectral Sight on the left side of the hand, which is very, very useful. He is going to proc the first tick of his quest. He has the ability to play Acrobatics next turn, but he did not reduce any draw, so I think we're not going to see a second tick just yet. Okay, Crumps knows the place. Definitely.
Yeah. You're still a hunter, even if your hero power can deal with other things that the opposite hero. You want to aim the head.
Always. You may be a little bit more fancy because of all of the quests and the card generation. At the end of the day, you gotta go face. And you see here Reqvam played the Aura on a minion that seemed to be no threat. And the reason for that is he wants to get rid of the cards he does not want off of the glide when he can. This way,
Yeah.
his draws are going to be much, much better in the long term. And Kroms is moving forward with the quest.
Yeah. Okay. So now, what is it? Maybe you want to trade this Viper or this maybe the trader. Interesting.
Instead, he's going to get rid of the Scorpid, which
It can trade the trader. Still. No.
yeah, he keeps it. I think the
Okay.
yeah, it's because of the healing it gives. He knows that Kroms is going straight to the face because his game plan is to deal damage. He's not going to win via the board anyway. So if Reqvam is able to, say, heal for like 25 on a single turn, that should provide him enough tempo to try and win the game with the combo himself. Because Kroms is going to have to do everything from the beginning, back to square one, like he said before. But I'm actually quite impressed by the speed at which he is going to complete his quest here. If he wanted, he could potentially play both spells next turn, add Tavish to his hand, and drop it on 7. Or another thing he can do, because, I mean, he's going to play around Glide, right? Play one spell, and on the following turn, play the last spell and Tavish. This way he never gets glided back to the deck.
Just really quickly this us here.
I think he read damage. Damage?
Okay.
Alright, I'll take it.
Okay, and it's a really good Irapolo that has been hit previously at 4, I guess.
He added Tavish to his hand. Okay. Does he have a lot of damage left in the deck? Like, is he happy if his opponent glides him? I guess the reasoning might be that if Reqvam decides to do something this turn, it has to be clearing and healing because he's at 9 and there's damage on the board already. So he's not going to have enough mana to play Tavish himself. I mean, to glide the Tavish to the deck, sorry. But that is a winning play for sure. It's just, I would have never thought about that. I would have chickened out and played it next turn. He doesn't. Wait, I think?
So
Is
what
it?
is it now?
He could glide. Does he want to? That's another question, but he can.
Okay.
And he doesn't want to. Kroms had, I mean, he was right. He was right all along. Reqvam could have glided the Tavish to his deck, and he chickened out, just like me. This is so smart. Ah, oh, damn it.
Okay.
Alright, so
nice
here we go.
played. This Master Marksman. Okay, and you have this Devouring Swarm, but okay.
Yeah, it was just there to deal damage with the hero power. Also, I think you really don't want this back from the glide when it gets played.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, we have to look at Reqvam's hand a little bit. He's got Kurtrus, but then all he has is like clears and glides to draw. So, it makes perfect sense to play around it. Guess you're looking for...
already back to 20 here.
Yeah, he's doing the back to square one strategy. Okay, we have the Devouring Swarm to make sure that Kurtrus never connects to the face. He picked Freezing Trap before playing the Scorpid, which he gets punished for now. I think he was never offered Explosive anyway, so... I guess it's still decent.
Okay, Scorpid's back.
Yeah. Glide is played. And now Reqvam has to go faster than Kroms to win this game. He's got only 8 cards in his deck, but 3 mana to play with. So best he can do, I think, is set up lethal, and I think most of the time he does set up lethal. But Crumbs isn't that far. You see, he's got 2 damage from the weapon, 2 from the hero power, which makes it 4, 5 with the prey, 7 with the steady shot, back to 5 because no more weapon.
And Reqvam just drew 20 cards this turn.
Yeah, more or less. And Crumbs is in trouble.
Yeah. Sometimes
in
it's
trouble.
very hard to make the last damage with this Quest Hunter,
Yeah.
because
It's-
your hand is feels sometimes very empty.
Yeah, because you have to play it. Oh, man.
Piercing shot.
Wait, that's 5 damage, 6 with the prey? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, he's 2 off. Or maybe 4. He has the ability to shuffle the Viper back to his deck if he wants to.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 3 and 5. It's 8, and 8. It's 10. It's 2 off.
Dude, look at that. That's 7 damage.
Yeah.
Okay, 4. Oh, he's so close.
You don't want to play the one prayer because you want to shoot the Yana, the passing shot.
Potions, flasks, BOE, I got it all. You look like you love a good
Well, I
deal.
think this
Okay.
is going to be lethal for Reqvam here. Yep.
Okay.
That was
so,
a close game.
Yeah. So today will be 3-1 here. And the winner of the previous edition of the Max League just managed to deal with this first opponent, 3-1 versus the French guy Kroms. Okay, and Kroms is no more on cam, so I have to deal with this. Okay, just there. Okay, solo. Where is it? Okay, and here, solo. That's it. Okay, so we are trying to have the guys on a little interview right now on Discord. So where is the Crumbs? Crumbs, yeah. Ok, pour une petite interview sur Discord. Point d'interrogation. And Reqvam. Okay, for a little interview on Discord. Was 3-1. So, what is it? It's true and it's yep. So, I guess we'll have the both of them. So, I'm adding Crumbs right now, and then I'm adding Reqvam. Okay, here we come. Hi Crumbs, hi Reqvam. Reqvam, your microphone is muted. Okay, that's okay. GG for, yeah, GG for the games. Crumbs, tu nous entends? Crumbs, on ne t'entend pas.
Il a souvent des problèmes avec son micro pour le coup.
Est-ce que c'est bon?
Là,
Ouais.
c'est bon, ça marche.
Non,
On
non, c'est
t'entend.
bon, ok.
Ok, Crumbs, plutôt en français, plutôt en anglais? Qu'est-ce que.
Ouais. Je suis un peu fatigué, donc je préférais en français.
Plutôt en français? Ok.
Ça sera donc en hongrois.
C'est ça, sound check. Je reviens vers toi dans quelques secondes. So, Reqvam, you're the previous winner of the Max League. You won the Max League 4, and then you managed to enter this new season with a victory 3-1 versus Crumbs. Did you check the field of this fifth Max League, and what do you think about if you did?
Of course I did. The field is even stronger than before, which is impressive. Considering how strong Max League 4 was. And I think it's great. I'm looking forward to the competition. hoping to
Yeah.
take them all down again, of course.
Yeah, this time we have the not only European players but also global players with Japanese players, American players, Canadians, and other ones. Just a word about your other results. We have Fury Hunter that will beat Trazen 3-2, and Otani 3, another Japanese player, will beat Gabi 3-0. That's it. Okay, in your group. Okay, I'm checking your group right now. The group D, I guess. Okay, we have Candice Luna and Language Hacker, two grandmasters, Canadian grandmasters and former grandmasters. We have Seiko, Silvos, Chabo Denis, and ZLS GS. Do you which players do you is the more frightening to you?
Well,
Yeah.
I'm not scared of any of the players, but ones that I think are maybe slightly above the rest of the competition would be, and that I'm looking forward to facing them, of course, just to go head to head versus them finally. Language Hacker and Psycho, I think, are the top dogs of the group, looking to take them down. A Language Hacker, maybe if he remembers to submit a proper lineup, maybe he'll be a challenge if he submits a Conquest lineup like he did for this first round. Maybe he's not that big of a challenge.
Okay.
I don't know if you saw his lineup.
You have
it was funny. You should check it out. He submitted his playoffs lineup thinking it was Conquest, but
oh, you mean the lineup with the Mukla and stuff?
Yep, exactly.
All right. I get it.
And you have the experience of the Maxim events that those kind of players don't have for now. So maybe you can.
Yeah, I'm on my home field basically.
Yeah. Ok, et Kroms de ton côté, donc on va faire la suite un peu en français. Toi, comment tu te sens justement dans cette arrivée dans cette Max League? C'est ta première. Donc tu es là parce que tu as gagné ta place dans les qualifiers, place que tu avais eu dans les qualifiers grâce à ton très haut win rate dans les Open Cup. Comment tu te sens par rapport à cette entrée dans la Max League? Comment tu sens le field? Vas-y, dis-nous tout.
Je me sens plutôt bien. Après, c'est vrai que le field, il est encore plus stack que les années précédentes. Donc, j'ai pas vraiment d'objectif en mode je vais essayer de. Voilà, je vais faire du mieux que je peux et puis espérer sortir dans les 2 premiers du groupe.
No, okay. So HKroms just said to us that is happy to be here in this Max League. It's his first one. Is here because he won the qualifier, one of the qualifiers, and he had a very high win rate in Open Cups. And he want to take the match one after the other, and with no real objective, just try to deal with his opponents one by one. You have any further questions, Kanapesh?
I was trying to think about questions, but I think I really wanted to highlight the fact that HKroms has some crazy merit coming to the Max League 5 after qualifying himself. Especially right now, since the man is working 20 hours a week for his studies while competing and preparing the Max League, which is insane. Hopefully, he's gonna do himself the right to win against his further opponents. I think he's capable of it. What do you think about it, Kroms? In English, please.
Yeah, honestly, I can't prepare as well as before the tournament. Like even for the Master Tour of this week, like I don't even know what's my lineup. So actually, yeah, the studies take a lot of times, but I'm just trying to do my best to make the best performance possible.
And it's always worth it in the end. Yeah.
Yeah, and no pressure. So you do what you can. And Reqvam, are you involved in the incoming Master 2 as well?
Yes. Prep is underway. I'm
Right.
hitting every deck currently, so that's great.
Okay.
You know that stage of prep. But yeah,
Okay, so
Okay.
I have a
looking
question for
forward to
you,
it.
which I asked Orange last time I casted one of his matches here. Are you going to be the next GM?
Hopefully, I'm in a good spot. I need to score some points in the upcoming Masters tours, but I've got a shot. I'm doing my best to achieve that goal.
Yeah, and you're one of the best, so I mean, yeah, you have your shot. Go take it, man.
Yeah, exactly.
And a word about the first game, maybe. First
Yeah.
game. Do you
Oh,
remember that?
that was funny. I had Bowmaster in hand, and I just didn't. For some reason, I thought it was one off or something like that. That I needed to proc my quest,
Yeah.
and then afterwards, I realized, oh wait, it's
Yeah.
just 24.
We were checking
But
you.
yeah, then yep.
We were checking you on
I
the
was
cam.
counting the cards remaining. Yep. I realized mid Croms's turn what I did. Yeah,
No,
not the
it was
brightest
funny.
moment, but the game was
No,
solved. So
yeah, it was funny. We were checking you on cam, and you were so serious and counting on your hands. And we were
I was
saying the
counting the
card.
cards.
Play the card. Play the card.
How many is
then
4 times a billion?
sorry.
I said, how many is 4 times a billion?
Uh, it's enough. It's enough.
And then we
Yeah,
saw
that was-
you laughing in the next round, the next turn.
Yeah.
That's very funny. Okay, thank you guys. Thank you to the both of you. We are going to start the next game versus including Alutemu and PocketTrain. So thank you, and see you for the run 2 next week.
Yeah, thank
Looking
you.
forward to it.
See you guys.
Thank you.
See you
Bye-bye.
guys.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Okay, so we're back here with Kanapesh, and is still a picture because don't manage to have the video, but it's my fault. It's not Kanapesh's one. Okay,
It's Discord's fault, not yours.
yeah, that's it. And we are going to check the group for this second match, and this group is composed by or composed of
Yeah.
okay, Gabi, you know, Yala, you know, Alutemu, we will see him in a few minutes. It's Japanese Grandmaster. Eden Proc, who was top 2 in the previous Max Open Cup. Yala won the Max Open Cup, but was already involved in the Max League 5. So Eden Proc just keep the get the slot left. Tuggy, a French guy, was very high win rate in Open Cups. PocketTrain, it was top 2 in the previous Maxland 3 2 weeks ago. Otani 3, another Japanese player who beat Gabi 3-0, and Lightning, a German player. So now we are checking the lineups of our guys, starting with Alutemu. Here. So, Alutemu is bringing a rogue, demon hunter, a warlock, and a druid, but is demon hunter who is banned. So, what about the lineup in this wellness? Wellness, is it a real word in English?
I would say the lineup in general, to keep it
Okay.
simple. But you could have said the whole mess. It's just a little bit strange. Anyway, the lineup, I think, is, again, very close to what we've seen earlier on tonight. We have Rogue, Demon Hunter, and Warlock, pretty much the exact same deck lists. I think the first 3 decks are actually the same deck lists as HKroms, and he's got Druid instead of the Hunter, which I'm a little bit surprised since it is not necessarily a counter to either Rogue or Demon Hunter. But since he banned, I think, Rogue, I suppose he thinks he's got a decent enough shot with his lineup against Demon Hunter. So we'll see how it works.
Okay. So starting with the rogue, we have, I guess, the same list than before with Kazakus as well. Okay. Yeah, nothing great. Well, to notice. Then the warlock is the same as well. Is it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
another run. Okay.
everything is the exact same lineup as
Yeah, yeah.
HKroms except the druid.
Okay, and the druid is the token one. Yeah, with a squirrel. Okay, token one. Very interesting deck and funny to play. I like it. I don't know if you played it before on ladder, but it's very nice to play.
I tried it. I love going Oracle, Oracle Razor Main, and then like Grey Bow for 6 mana.
Yeah.
But outside of that, I'll let other people play it.
Okay. So now the other lineup from PocketTrain, and is bringing the same lineup as the one he had in Maxland 3. So Demon Hunter, Rogue, Warlock, and Hunter, but we won't see is Rogue. Yeah, that's it. So Demon Hunter is the same one. Yes, the same one that we saw before with the glides, one Viper and other things. Yeah, the two acrobatics, okay? So no Rogue, the Warlock is the same one, I assume. Yeah, and the Hunter, I guess is playing, yeah, he's playing Quest Hunter, and with this Quest Hunter, he was a runner-up in the Maxland 3. So we will see it if it will whether we will see whether it's fine in this lineup and versus the Alutemu one. A word about the decks?
Yep.
Or is it okay for you?
I was gonna say it's 2 cards from being the exact same lineup as HKroms, but he's got a different ban. Crumbs banned Rogue and he banned Demon Hunter, so maybe we're going to see Hunter against Rogue, and maybe it's going to win. Other than that, I think he's got a lineup which is I don't know. I would be afraid of Rogue with Kazakus, which I think is what Alutemu has. Apparently, going second place with the Maxland at the Maxland, playing it this week again, seems he feels safe against Rogue.
Okay. Yeah, the rogue was very the top class in this Maxland, very useful, and the Maxland has been won by Furry Hunter playing rogue as well. So banning this rogue is really interesting. We will see that. Okay, I'm gonna give the go to the players right now, hitting the good key here. We have Alutemu and PocketTrain at the bottom of your screen. I'm gonna just reciting the scores, and okay, and the decks that has been discarded. Was it? Yeah. Okay, and we are about to start. We have PocketTrain at the bottom and Alutemu on the top. Alutemu here. It's okay. You can start. Good luck, and thank you, Alutemu, for being here, because with the what is it in English? Le décalage horaire. It's not jet lag because it's not on the jet.
I think it actually is jet lag.
Okay, so which is so better tag? Okay.
I don't have them as friends. I think they didn't accept my invite.
Okay, just a second. Okay, I cannot see PocketTrain here connected, and Alutemu doesn't have his battle tag, so I'm gonna give it to him.
I have
okay,
PocketTrain actually. I'm just missing Alutemu.
Okay, so here is no, and here like this. Okay, Add to scene 1. Add to scene 1. That's it. Okay, so we have both players on cam. I'm gonna get the PocketTrain battle tag and give it to Alutemu just right now. Okay, that's it. So what did you say? You have Alutemu but no PocketTrain, or the opposite?
The opposite.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell PocketTrain to add you. I
You have to
cannot.
tell Alutemu.
Okay, pardon. I cannot see you connected on a stone. Ok. Ok, Alutemu. Tu peux m'envoyer ton battle tag, s'il te plaît, par Discord? Je puisse lui copier. Sorry, now you can start. Okay, that's it. Okay, please add for the spectate. Okay, so PocketTrain. I cannot see him connected. Can you?
I didn't see him like 2 minutes ago, and I still
Okay,
don't see him.
It's at the bottom of your friend list among the not unconnected players. Okay, so it's okay. You
Always
can
something new every time.
you can start. Good luck.
I
Preparing to
still
battle a
don't see him.
friend. Okay. Okay, that's it. We are about to start this second match of this first round of the Max League 5, and it's the Group B. The Group B is composed of Gabi, Otani 3, Alutemu, Yala, Edenproc, Lightning, Tuggy, and PocketTrain. And for now, Otani 3 is at the top because he beat Gabi 3-0 previously. And as I said before, only the two first players of each group will reach the playoffs. So it's a very demanding event.
Yeah.
And I am very happy to have said that. They're very demanding because I don't do this very often.
It's such a spicy word.
Okay, so PocketTrain, doing battle with a friend at the bottom of your screen. Bottom PocketTrain. You can use the command ! Bottom to cheer him, and the ! Top to cheer Alutemu. And we have Warlock on PocketTrain side versus Mage.
And you can see Alutemu is opening with the Druid, which means he's not even keeping that as a counter to Rogue, I think. Or was it Demon Hunter? Anyway, the one he didn't ban, and he was really counting on his first 3 decks to try and beat the mirror match or something.
And when I say mage, I meant druid, but the hero portrait just led me to to mage. No, it's not a mage; it's a druid, but it's blue.
I always thought it was priest, actually.
You have to check the hero power to know which class it is. And I don't like this in Hearthstone that your portrait led your opponent not to know which class you play.
Yeah, sometimes it takes a little bit of time getting used to, but I mean, at the end of the day, we have the hero power to help us.
No.
And if you look at Alitemu's hand, he chose to play the Neophyte instead of, say, like a peasant that his opponent would probably have left on the board unless he used the coin with the life tap. And decided to play as much mana as he had at the time.
No.
He had the ability to try and keep the Oracle for long enough to play it with the Quillbore and summon 2 copies of the Teacher's Pet. Instead, he decided to try and curve it out as well. But his hand is not lacking follow-up. He's got stuff going in and out of the game again and again. It
And I
feels
guess
as though PocketTrain is going to struggle with the clears.
yeah, you don't like to see a warlock versus you when you play this druid because there is a lot of removal, one-shot removal. What is it? Okay, and
Single target.
single, yeah, that's it. Single removal, and then AOE. So you cannot have the board you need to make this arbor up very useful, and so it's not really a good matchup here for Alutemu.
Yeah, tough matchup. He's giving it all he's got. He's dropping everything he can drop with the mana he's got available, and we see his hand is starting to dry out a little bit. He only has 1 minion left, but has Arbor up next turn as a reward if something ends up sticking after 3 turns of getting cleared by PocketTrain's cards. PocketTrain here seems to be considering just to ignore Arbor up by going Backfire and I think Anatheron.
Oh,
Could have drawn a Neophyte and coined it out as well, but instead he
Yeah.
chose to clear and gets a Gnoll, which is great.
okay, and okay, they used this touch of rhythm to deal with this core. Okay, interesting, and it was very inspired to play this Mortal Call instead of Backfire in the first place because of this Gnoll drawn.
Yeah. It really helped him. I think I would have. I mean, I could have been wrong here, but I think I would have played this game a little differently on Alutemu's side. He was mostly punished because PocketTrain's hand was full of removal, which is not necessarily that common. But he had the ability to like tempo it out a little bit, you know, take his time playing 1 minion at a time. Instead, he decided to go all in, which was not necessarily punished too often. But here, the punish was really hard, and I think
Yeah.
there's no way he comes back anymore.
I guess the matchup is so terrible that you have to play it YOLO a little.
Yeah, could be. Also, if he draws like if he draws some squirrels, I think, from his deck,
Yeah, maybe.
and there is a composting on the top, sometimes he can come back. But PocketTrain is, and I'm sorry for the joke here, but PocketTrain is on a train right now. Look at him go. Backfire, Netheron. He's got Raised Deads. His deck is thin. He's got every pop-off card available in the hand as well. Jeez, this is gonna be hard.
And Arbor up. Okay. You have to deal with my board. No. Don't
You go
deal with
face
it.
here.
Yeah. Face.
No. Come on.
Yes.
Yay!
Yes. Thank you for all of us. Alutemu.
He dealt 12 damage to PocketTrain's Warlock this
Ooh.
game, and that is a victory as of itself. And I think he's about to concede, but, you know,
Yeah,
he dealt the
when
damage.
when you see the bloodshot bristleback that at me.
Yep.
And the second Baron's Scavengers as well. The game has been
double.
The game has been played before it begins. Yes.
Yeah. There was very little Alutemu could have done past turn 3, I think. I mean,
Yeah.
PocketTrain drew both of his gnolls very early. He had all of the draw in the world, all of the removal in the world as well. And Alutemu, I mean, he was playing a deck that thrives on curving out minions until your opponent cannot clear them anymore. And, you know, he never hit that spot, unfortunately.
Okay, that's it. So it's 1-0 for the British player PocketTrain now. And as we said before, it's really nice to give the opportunity to great players like PocketTrain, HKroms, and the other one involved coming from qualifiers to have a shot versus very big players like grandmasters from all around the world. And I'm happy to propose this to the community and the players.
And I'm sure the community is really happy that you do too. And you know what? I think we could start counting like it was a match between the underdogs and the superstars. For now, the
Yeah.
superstars are 1 and the underdogs are
Yeah.
0.
And if you count the win of Otani versus Gabby, I guess it's 1-1.
True. And maybe PocketTrain is going to give the underdog, team another point because he's got such a good start.
Yeah.
Now he's going to play against the Rogue, which is a lot tougher of a matchup. He's got Backfire to help himself a little bit. You can see Alutemu has Neophyte available and double Shadow Step, which means the very second he plays a contact, we're going to count 1, 2, 3, and then lethal. Basically. He's gonna go contact, Shadow Step, contact, Shadow Step. So PocketTrain's mission, even though he doesn't know, so he cannot accept it yet, is to try and develop enough stuff fast enough before Alutemu plays a contact. That is a mission.
And to continue on this count of underdogs versus grandmasters, we have Furienter beating Trazen, another Japanese grandmaster, 3-0. So, but not sure we can count Furienter as underdog. I'm not sure about that.
He's not an underdog, but you know, he beats superstars for us as well, so
Yeah.
I could count him in, you know, if he really wants to. Okay,
But,
we see the Neophyte
yeah.
was played on the curve. PocketTrain here with the slightly more expensive hand than he wished he had. Going to clear it while it's not too expensive. We could have life tapped this turn, but I think he would have had a hand size problem with the backfire on the following turn.
Is
And
it an,
Alutemu here, still no contact.
is it an Octobot into Shadow Step into Swindle? Maybe a Shadow Step after?
Alutemu plays Kazakis, so I think he could delay the passage for 1 turn, but generally speaking, I like to go passage on 4 when I have nothing in my hand.
Mm.
You see there is... Oh, there is a contact, but unfortunately we do not have any Shadow Steps, since
Ah, because
both of them are in our hand. Yeah.
Yeah.
With double Swindle and double Shadow Step in hand, was it ever correct?
Not sure about that.
I'm-
He plays better than me, so.
I'm wondering, but at the same time, like, he really had nothing to do, and if he played Octobot and Swindle, then he probably would have had to play Shadow Step.
Yeah.
And you don't want to Shadow Step an Octobot that hasn't reduced your hand, right? It's just,
yeah.
no,
That's
don't want
true.
to do that ever.
Oh,
Screw it.
I didn't see that come.
Yeah, he's dropping the board. I guess you don't need 2 Ugg Merchants unless they burn a Garrote.
Okay.
And that also gives him a chance to reduce his hand.
Yeah.
We see that Dugnol is going to destroy that dream, but that was something he could try to do indeed. He's not going to play the Altar of Fire, instead he's going to make sure this Ugg Merchant never appears again this game, so this is less damage available. Oh, man. Okay, so we have 1 Octobot and 1 Ugg Merchant left, and they are the only cards we can play to trigger the combo on the Swindles. This is horrible. Now, there is something he can do, though, which is play Swindle into Swindle, which means he draws, I think, 1
Yeah.
less minion.
Okay, why
But-
not? Why not?
This is so bad.
But
I-
you
is
have
that-
nothing. Oh.
Is that our life?
Okay, I guess this into Swindle into maybe the what is it? Ugg
Yeah,
Merchant?
merchants. I mean, if he draws like a Bentflinger, it's always better. Huh. Maybe you go 1 Thief and then you Shadow Step the Octobot, because it's not as comfy, but it's what you have.
Yeah.
You can't just spend 6 turns waiting for contact to come to your hand naturally, right?
Yes.
Or can you?
Oh.
Okay, he's going to reduce the hand and play Shadow Step. That makes sense. Ooh, double
Oh,
Shadow
both
Step.
of them. Okay. Didn't see
And
that coming.
I did see it coming, but I think it makes a lot of sense actually, because he still has both contacts in his deck, so maybe he doesn't need Shadow Step anymore.
Okay, interesting.
That keeps him going. He's got Shroud and Swindle to try and dig for the contact faster. Okay,
PocketTrain
Neophyte.
trying to be as fast as possible to end the game playing this bristleback.
Yeah, he definitely knows he has to go fast. Alutemu's been playing, we'll say, slow turns for 5 consecutive turns, so he has to imagine now that Alutemu's hand was not that great, and if there is a window of opportunity to go face, it is now. Okay, Intellect is nice. We can play it without burning. Could play the prep as well if you don't think you're going to need it with Garrote. Say that, maybe you want to play the Neophyte with it.
Okay.
So many.
What would be a
Many
reason not to
cards.
prep here? He's played both Swindles, he has 1 Shroud remaining. Okay, he is going to prep.
Okay.
I assume you Bentflinger again? This way you kill
Yeah.
the Gnoll? Yep. Alright.
Okay.
Still no contact, by the way. What a shame.
Yes.
Damn. Bottom
Only-
10.
11 cards left.
Do you see this Altar of Fire like I do? No
Yes.
Garrotes in the hand? No contact? They're all in the deck.
Very, very painful. Difficult.
Holy shit, yeah.
J'ai un écho depuis quelques minutes.
Ah bon?
T'as changé quelque chose? Ouais. Je m'entends.
Pas du tout. Pas du tout,
Ok.
pas du tout.
Tout va bien.
Yeah. All good in the neighborhood.
Yes, we love Discord as well. Maybe as well as Blizzard.
Yeah, as much as Blizzard, totally. No, maybe not as much, because we haven't had as many fantasies with Discord.
Yes.
Okay, what is this altar gonna burn?
of Fire. Garrod #1. And that's it.
That's half of the
Ooh.
damage gone, with only 1 Aug Merchant remaining. Holy
Yes, and now
smokes.
feel content.
Wait, no. We have double Aug Merchant, don't we? Yeah, we Shadow Stepped it, so we have...
Previous one, yeah.
I hope we have the second one.
Okay. Yeah, the second one. No. Didn't it play it from the previous the previous secret passage?
He did. I remember now. And it was cleared. PocketTrain literally coined a touch to kill it, so it never comes back. And now we have no Shadow Steps either. We can discover 1 more mage spell. And our best bet is to try and take it slow. Deal damage with the Garrotes, possibly discover spell damage with the Kazakis as well. But that's gonna be tough. That's gonna be very tough.
Okay.
At least PocketTrain has to clear this turn, so maybe Alutemu bought himself another turn to draw stuff and, like play Kazakis. Never mind. Because this sets up lethal after the clear. 5. Yeah, it does. Wait, he's gonna play Raise Dead?
What is it in the graveyard?
There's, I think, 1 Gnoll.
Ah, yeah, the maybe the bristleback, but not sure it's very useful.
It is playable, at least. You know what? I think it makes sense, actually, because I was gonna say, wait, you want to play Soul Rend, Giant, and Scavenger? But the thing is, the 1 mana you invest in that Raise Dead is one that you won't have to invest in Giant after the clear. If
And-
that's the play he wants to make, by the way, which isn't sure.
And there was a Gnoll as well.
Yep.
Oh, Solren
Yeah.
into Mortal Coil? Oh no, you don't have the mana. So
No, you don't have the mana.
How do you deal with field contact? You don't.
Easy answer, you don't. I mean, there's 1 Garrote Gun and 1 Nook Merchant, no Shadow Steps. So it's probably just a 3-1 at that point. But you don't like to leave that up still. Like, drawing cards is still a powerful mechanic in Hearthstone.
Okay, thinking right. Okay, maybe Kazakhstan.
Could be Kazakus if he finds +2 spell damage. I think he could try and do something. Like, that would be 3 spell damage. So 5 times 4, 20. He would be 6 off. And then he has a mage spell to try and back it up. Not gonna lie, it's looking grim. But he has to try it anyway. Okay. Stealth or Divine Shield. Usually you would go Divine Shield here, I think. Oh, no spell damage.
Oh, I cannot see the choice.
Oh, he is offered freeze +2/+2 or draw 2 cards. I think it's... Oh, he gave up. Okay. I was gonna say there was a world in which you play +2/+2 and hope they don't have clears anymore, but instead he decided this game was enough, right? Enough BS for now.
So, his Warlock has been beaten. His Druid has been beaten. So, only a Rogue left. No, it's which one is it left for Alutemu? Is it the Rogue or the Warlock? The Warlock. Warlock left.
Yep.
Yeah, that's it.
Yep.
And we have a Shadow Gul'dan versus Gul'dan. I guess Shadow Gul'dan in this this meta, maybe.
Yeah, the more darker one.
Oh, do it very well. No, I'm joking.
Of course you are.
It was terrible.
C'est n'importe quoi.
Oh, you do this in Franglish.
I could speak Franglish for days. When my pupils speak French in class, I answer them in French with an English accent, so they think I actually don't get it. Anyway, mirror match again. In the previous match, it was the first game for this current confrontation. It might be the last. Last time, I think the player with the coin won the game. It was also the player on the top. Is PocketTrain gonna beat the tradition? Could be.
Not
Though he has
sure
double
about that.
Altar of Fire, which is
Yeah,
not
but-
what you want.
I'm wondering if it's a card you want to play in the mirror. We saw in the first match that it has been played, but it was HKroms who had already the giants in hand and then played Altar of Fire. But here with only 1 giant, do you play it?
So many
PocketTrain
Usually
didn't.
speaking, if you play Altar of Fire, you spend 1 mana, which doesn't do anything at all.
Mm-hmm.
And you reduce your hand size, so you can play Anatheron and the Gnolls less easily, I'm sorry. So it's usually not something you want to play, but then you always have those hands with like Scavengers and Bristlebacks, and you can't play for too long, so you just end up playing the card so you can go faster. And fun fact, both players have both altars in their hand.
And now Alutemu has his both giants in hand, so maybe we'll see if the Battleground Battlemaster. Reqvam, check the card. It's win for it to adjacent minion. And maybe it could find it useful to play. We'll see. We'll see.
I didn't see the Netheron. Man,
On
Alutemu's
four.
hand.
On four.
On 4, yeah, it's the nuts.
Yeah.
He's got double giant, he's got everything. The Wind Fury. All of it is there.
He didn't draw that well in the previous match with his rogue, but now I guess it's a good return for him. And it's wondering if he plays this to guide. I guess. Oh, maybe Altar of Fire? Okay, he's wondering about that.
I guess one reason you wouldn't play the guide is because you've played one before, and you really want a Netheron to go back to your hand from Raised Dead. But at the same time, like, reducing the cost of your hero power is so beneficial with those giants. I wouldn't be surprised if he still played it. Okay, Altar of Fire is going to be
It's
played
an altar.
instead.
What is it? A gnoll. Oh, Raised Dead. Oh, 2 Raised Dead from PocketTrain. Okay.
Did PocketTrain something?
Okay. And now he has his both giant as well.
So it's gonna be down to who plays the giants first, I think.
Yeah, but one of the players can raise some giants to life.
Yep. Raised It is a factor. Wait.
Oh,
Oh.
he didn't attack?
He could have played Touch, so his giants were 3 mana next turn, and he could have played them both.
Okay.
And instead he decided to go wide on the board. That's interesting.
But okay, but couldn't he attack with the gnoll in the Anathron into touch of an Anathrathim?
You know what? I think I understand the line here. So Neophyte is good against Warlock on turns 5, 6, 7, 8 because it's after the life taps, but it's before the giants. So it's typically when they start playing a lot of spells, and it messes up with the curve. And if you look at PocketTrain's hand right now, he's got Tamsin and Soul Rend available in 2 turns, which means Alutemu can't play the giant. I mean, he can play the giants first, but then PocketTrain is able to clear the board and develop both of his giants right after, and he might as well also play the Baron Scavengers with it. So it seems as though he's setting things up, and Alutemu is basically telling him, well, I'll go one by one, you clear me many, many, many times, and then you don't have clears, and I develop again. Sounds like a plan.
Okay. Okay, there is a way to deal with the Solrend. But okay, it's Altar of Fire number 2 here.
It's number 2 in the game.
Number 1 on PocketTrain's side.
Yeah. Okay, Raised Dead gone now.
Another
Tamsin gone. Tamsin is really important in the matchup, so really good card.
Now he can play his Bristleback because there is only 9 cards left.
Yeah.
Okay, will he deal with this giant or is it only going face? Face?
I guess he could. Okay, I was gonna suggest he may deal 3 damage to the giant, just so Soul Rend kills it before he gets to attack. But I think with 2 minions with 6 health and only 1 coil in Alutemu's deck, you're just safe enough. Especially with... No, Neophyte wasn't played this turn, my bad. But yeah, it just makes sense that he goes face right now. Alutemu has to clear the board or he's dead. D-E-D, dead to the Wind Fury. But he's got juice. His hand is full. He's got Bristleback. He's got Drain Souls. No, is it Drain Soul? Yeah, Drain Souls. He has Raised Dead with, I think, a Gnoll. So this is going to be a little bit of a battle right now. Like, we're all going to play big cards with powerful effects and absurd mechanics to, like, super cheap costs. And at some point, we're gonna look at each other and say, well, who can play Tamsin faster?
Okay. And we are 2-0, so you really don't want to lose this one
Hell no.
right now, because you know that when you start your max league, you have to win the first match to show the other guys you're here.
Or you can be smart about it and pretend that you suck. So they underestimate you and then you win everything. This is what Krumps is doing, by the way. Don't you guys dare think he actually lost. He was pretending.
Sorry,
Okay, we
I was replying on the chat. Sorry.
don't worry. PocketTrain can play both of his giants. Alutemu does not have Soul Rend in the hand, which PocketTrain could not know. But PocketTrain knows that there is no Tamsin, so on 7, we're not going to see Soul Rend with Tamsin. So clearing the board is going to be very, very difficult here. Yep, give it all you've got.
Okay, yes. I just raised my head, and there are many giants on the board, and no boats left on Alutemu's side.
Yeah, I think this is looking like a game without another game after it.
Is that something you can do about it? Maybe do you have a Soul Rend incoming? No. No.
Yeah. Actually, he could have drawn Soul Rend and played Train Soul, which left 1 giant on the board. And then PocketTrain, as we can tell, has nothing left. But we don't have it.
Okay, is there a Gnoll? No, Bristleback, but only dealing 6 damage. It's not that much.
He can kill a giant and play a minion, though I think it's probably not enough.
I'm wondering if a broom in this kind of deck would have been useful because of the giants, of the battleground masters, another thing. I could,
In the mirror match would be awesome.
Take rush.
Yeah. That would be funny at least. I'm not sure if he really needs it, but that would make sense actually. Like, if you look at the board right now, if you were to take a picture,
Yeah.
I think a broomstick would be very useful, especially with this 1 mana remaining. Okay.
Okay, not yet.
Do we draw the Battle Master? If we draw the Battle Master, the game is over.
Is it? It's not,
It's
but
not.
it's 16, 17 here.
With the Bristleback and the quest, I think it might just be it. He's going to deal 19 with the board. No, he
19.
is 1 off, I think. He is 1 off, I think.
Oh, with the quest, yes. With the quest is 22, yes. 1 off, so you said you count very well
Sometimes. That's just because I was lucky.
tonight.
Yeah. I high rolled my counting tonight.
No fumble.
And yep, 1 HP. Do we trade?
It's not
No,
that
we don't
much.
trade.
No,
It's
not
not
sure
that
you're
much. But there is a Soul Rend left in Alutemu's deck, I think,
but you don't
which
want to
could be
tap
the
here.
beginning of something. How much? Yeah, no. He cannot draw. Oh wait, he could draw
Yeah.
and complete the quest with the backfire, but then he doesn't have enough mana to clear with Soul Rend.
Yeah, it can Bristleback, then draw, but it's 5 mana.
which
And,
is obviously too expensive.
yes. I guess
Tamsin was
this is
burnt.
the end.
Yeah,
This is the
unfortunately.
end. It's a 3-0 for PocketTrain. Gonna check if the bot players can be there on a little interview for a little interview. Are you okay for a little interview on Discord? Just asking. And PocketTrain as well, still on the unconnected players. Oh no, it's not there anymore. Maybe on collected players? We'll check.
He is
PocketTrain.
connected. I mean, he appears in the connected
Yeah,
players.
connected players. Okay. Okay. So we have Alutemu. And where is he? Okay, and PocketTrain. Both of them. I'm adding them right now because everyone is my friend, as you know. As you already know now. Hi, Alutemu.
Hey.
Hi, PocketTrain.
Hello.
Okay, thank you for the games and GG to the both of you. So, PocketTrain and Alutemu, it's your first Max League. What do you think about the format, this group format? There are 4 groups and only the 2 top players of each group will enter the playoffs. What do you think about that? And the group is composed of 8 players. Alutemu maybe first, yeah?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
I played this format, similar format in GM first season in 2019. It's similar. It's good. I don't have any sorry, it's hard to
No problem.
describe in English for me. Sorry.
No
I
problem.
like it.
Okay, I have the same issue in French versus English, you know. And PocketTrain, what about you?
Yeah, it's a bit different for me. Usually I just play Masters Tours, just all knockout type stuff. And it's nice to only have to play 1 match a week because
Yeah,
it kind of leaves you free to do whatever you want during the week, and it's quite easy to schedule with your opponents. And it's quite scary though. A lot of good players in each group.
yeah. Yeah,
and
and
top 2.
go.
With it just being top 2, it's going to be very difficult. But yeah, I like it overall. Nice to do something different.
And there is another result in your group. I'm gonna give it you just right now. Okay, PocketTrain. Yeah. So it's Otani3, another Japanese player who beat Gabi 3-0, the same score.
Wow.
Yeah. So for now it's PocketTrain and Otani3 at the top, and we'll have other games. It's Yala versus Tuggy, the French guy, and Eden Prog versus Lightning. It's later this week. Alutemu, what do you?
Sorry, Otani won? Otani won?
Yeah, he won
okay.
3-0.
Thank you.
And what do you think about the players involved in this group? So it's a PocketTrain, Otani, Gabi, yourself, Yala, Eden Proc, Lightning, and Togi. Do you know all of them, or maybe some of them are unknown to you?
I kind of know all of them. Sorry, I don't know Thagi.
Yeah, it's a French
I
guy.
haven't heard of him. Oh, okay.
With very high win rates in Open Cups. It's not known that well in France as well.
Basically, we met in Radar because we are always playing Hearthstone in High Legend, Nightwing, PocketTrain. I met them on EU. I play on EU and Asia usually, so
Yeah.
I know them.
Okay. And PocketTrain, what about you? Do you know
Yeah,
them?
I recognized most in the group. The big three that stuck out to me at the start when I saw the group was Gabby, Yala, Alutemu, who, in my opinion, the three best grandmasters. So I was a bit scared when that got announced. But
Yeah, you're in the good group.
yeah, but all the groups are good. Honestly, I looked around the rest of them, and all of them have very very good players. So it's a good way to test yourself against some of the best.
Yeah. You're here with your lineup from the Maxland 3. You're a runner-up in this event, and we were glad to see you there. It was very nice. Do you think this lineup is the best one? Obviously, you won tonight, so I guess you won't say
I think
no,
it's
but,
the second best one.
Okay.
I think it's a bit because I've talked to Fury Hunter quite a lot, and obviously he beat me in the final. I think
Yeah.
Face Hunter instead of Quest Hunter would be a bit better. But apart
Okay.
from that, I am very happy with the other decks. All of them are capable of just winning 3-0.
Okay.
So I think the lineup's very good.
Okay, Alutemu, I know you may have noticed here. So every week there is another round of the Max League 5, and you're able to change your lineup. So I guess sometimes players just keep their lineup for 1, 2, or 3 rounds. Do you think the lineup you brought was countered by the PocketTrains one, and you want to keep it for next time, or do you think it has to be modified for next week, maybe?
I basically like the best decks lineup, like Warlock, DH, and Rogue, and plus something. So, Druid is flexible spot. I would change to Hunter or whatever I want to play. But I don't usually do a human counter lineup. I want to beat Gabby, so but maybe Gabby always bring an counter druid, so I can counter it maybe. But I usually keep my lineups. Yeah.
Okay. Kanapesh, do you have further questions?
Yep, I have one question for Alutemu. I see in your rogue deck you have 1 copy of One Thief and 2 copies of One Slinger. Could you explain us why you did that change?
I generally like Penfinger more than One Thief in this deck. But I played One Thief 2 weeks of GM, I guess. At that time, I was expecting warrior, counter warrior, and big warrior, so I can't find extra damage from it from One Thief. So that's the reason. Generally, I like Penfinger, but it's not that huge difference. The deck rogue itself is very good, and I want to say that Penfinger or One Thief is more different than the deck have Kazakhars. Kazakhars is more important against aggro decks. So, yeah, that's it. Sorry.
Okay, no, it's actually thank you so much. That was a very clear explanation. And so you mentioned Kazakus and how important it was against aggro decks. PocketTrain, what about you? I see you played Fury Hunter's tech of Guild Trader instead of Kazakus. Could you explain us why is that?
Well, first of all, when I got to the finals of the Max LAN, the first thing he said to me is, "How did you get to the finals with Kazakus in your deck?"
Very nice.
And then
for
he
interrupting.
did 3-0 me with the Guild Trader decks. I've been listening to him ever since about Rogue. Fury Hunter's, I mean, the best Rogue player I know. So I just listened to him with what to put in the deck. Also, it makes it so that Warrior's not a very good counter queue.
Mhm.
So if people want to put Warrior in their lineup just to try and beat my Rogue, then suddenly that's a deck that probably is not even favored against Rogue anymore.
Yep. I can
So
talk to you about that.
I think that's the main reason.
All right. Okay.
See, I agree. Yeah.
More questions on your side, Kanapesh?
Good to meet.
Okay, guys, thank you really for the games, for having been here for this game. I know it's quite early in Japan right now, Alutemu.
Yeah.
So really,
I will go to bed.
really,
So, yeah.
thank you for that.
Don't worry.
Thank you, PocketTrain, as well. And see you for the next round next week. Maybe not on stream, but good luck to the both of you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
See you guys.
See you. Thank you.
Thanks. See you. Okay, here we are, Kanapesh. So we have two match very very fast, I guess, with this 3-1 and then this 3-0. Did you expect those kind of results? Maybe not in LHS. Sometimes we have a 3-2 as well. But tonight it has been very very fast. What do you think about those match?
If you asked me the question before the Maxlan, I would have told you I was surprised. But having been there and having seen the amount of 3-0 you can drop with any of the top 3 decks like Warlock, Rogue, and Demon Hunter, I'm actually not so surprised. Also, PocketTrain, I know, had a lot of 3-0, how do you call that, sweeps with the Warlock at the land, so the fact that he repeated the exploit today is also not so surprising. So, no, I wouldn't say I'm surprised. Why are you surprised?
I know that PocketTrain has been competing in our events a few times, much more than Alutemu, and I know that newcomers are not that experienced in those formats. So I assume that PocketTrain has more a little advantage in our events because I'm not involved in the Grandmaster, so having some not this this to be taken into account in his mind, and so Reqvam, PocketTrain having those kind of experience make them a little ahead for me. Because every player are very good players. No, we are in a Max League 5. There are only good players. So you have to get something more. The very great talent, very high level of play, like Gabi can have, showing us every week in Grandmasters. But now we have some players that can have something else to get their win, and we saw that tonight.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so we have 2 other streams this week. Tomorrow the cast will be in French. It will be Woma, the former French Grandmaster, versus Tathis v 13, a Greek player, and Sagi, we were talking about him earlier, versus Yala. So it will be a very nice game, I guess, with this not very known French guy with a very high win rate in Open Cup. Versus Yala, you all know Yala, and Yala won the Max Open Cup 8 and was involved in the 2 previous Max Leagues, so he has the experience. So we'll see. It will be cast by Cool Kid, and who will it be? I don't know because I don't have the thing open. Cool Kid, and yeah, it will be Amolit, who was top 8 in the top 4, sorry, in the previous Maximum 3. French guy as well. And then on Wednesday we'll have a cast by Atomic, and it will be Rami 94 versus Wire, and Friday versus Dark Strike. Dark Strike is an Italian guy, and Wire is is from Luxembourg. And Rami 94, you know him as Grandmaster from Argentina. And Atomic will be casting with Paradox, another British guy that has been in the Maxland 3. And a last word from you, Kanapesh, maybe?
Yeah, might not be the most original, but I have to say it every time because it's so true. Thank you so much for organizing these events, Max, and for having me on the broadcast with you. It's always a pleasure, and I'm looking forward to do more.
Thank you. It's already nice to hear that. So see you next time, and thank you, Kanapesh, for having been here with me to cast those match. And thank you, chat and viewers. See you next time tomorrow with Code Kid, and on Wednesday with Atomic. And for the round 2, it will be on Monday with me. See you.
See you guys.